guys, welcome back to my channel. If you watched my previous video, you saw how we transform our backyard by pressure washing all of our outdoor furniture, including this beautiful conversation set. If you know anything about me, you may know that I love Facebook Marketplace to buy and to sell treasures. Well, it turns out that I ended up selling this conversation set for $600 and replaced it for something else. If you go back and watch that video, you're gonna see all of the effort that it took to clean, but also to maintain this dry all winter. So I just couldn't do it for another year. And perhaps if we had a covered patio or extra storage, it would be the perfect set. But I just decided that we needed something different for our outdoor space. I noticed we were missing a dining set type of setup in our deck. We had a ton of sitting, but we didn't have a place to sit down and eat. So I went to work and I found this dining set for $400. And check this out, we sold our conversation set for $600 and got this for $400, so it was a win-win situation. I actually negotiated with the seller. And also, brand new, this set was nearly $1,500. So yeah, so make sure you go on Facebook Marketplace, save some money, get some used good quality items for a fraction of the cost. And of course, it's also a win for the environment. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I basically transformed this secondhand dining set into the perfect low maintenance outdoor dining set for us. And remember, most things that you find secondhand or used may need a little TLC. And as bad as this looks, this didn't scare me at all, because if you watch my last video, I definitely became an expert on how to pressure wash outdoor furniture. I used the 25-degree nozzle for the tabletop to get all of the stains out. And basically pressure washing just took me a few hours, and it was definitely the easiest day of this whole process. On day 2, I decided to focus on sanding down the whole dining set. As you can see, this is how it looked after it dried the next day after power washing. And you can see that it's weathered and gray, but also it's very rough to the touch. So I knew I needed to sand it, and that's our next step. Okay, so here's everything that I'm gonna use. I have this Ryobi sander, 80 grit, that I'm gonna use. I don't know if that's too abrasive or not. I'm not sure. We'll find out. And then I also have like other sanding paper just in case. I have a tack cloth and a mask. I'll probably wear this one just in case. And that's it. Let's get started. I wanted to show you the difference. These 3 I already sanded, and you don't see much of a difference with the look, but if you touch these surfaces that are already sanded, they feel much smoother than the surfaces that haven't been sanded yet. So I can definitely see a difference already. Take a break. This is the only way I can do DIYs. If I take a break, if I take my time, not rushing. And this is looking really good. I started with the first chair. It took me about like maybe 5-10 minutes, I'm not sure. And everything is really smooth. My goal is not to have like everything, you know, completely sanded, because that will take me a long time and I would need another sander for that. My only goal is to have this be really smooth without like splinters or anything. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, so all of the surfaces are very smooth and clean, and I think maybe ready for staining after I clean it out and stuff. So yeah, just 5 more chairs to go. This always happens to me at least once when I'm sanding, where this just flies away from the sander, and I don't know how to prevent it. So let me know if you know how to prevent that. So annoying. The aftermath. So now what I'm gonna do is clean everything out with like the tack cloth, and I'm also going to put the legs on the table because I need to sand the legs, and I just want to do it when it's on the table. And yeah, I think that will be best. So I'm just gonna assemble the table now, and I'll probably get back tomorrow to recording because I haven't even eaten today. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, this is day 3 of refinishing our outdoor patio set, and as you can see, today is a cloudy day, but we're gonna do this as quickly as possible. I just came back from the gym and I have to work, but we're gonna be using some teak oil to finish the raw wood because right now it doesn't have any finish, and I'm afraid that if it rains tonight, yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the wood tomorrow. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna refinish it with teak oil, and let's see how it looks. So yesterday I put the legs back on, and I actually did some teak oil in the bottom to protect it, and some of it kind of like bleed through it. So I also added some teak oil to this arm just to see, like I was anxious to see how it would look, and look at the difference. Teak oil, not teak oil. And this feels hydrated, but I think I'm gonna do 2 coats. I think I'm gonna do 2 coats of teak oil so it can really like moisturize the wood, which is essentially what moisturizes and protects the wood. That's what teak oil does. So yeah, I'm very excited. I also forgot to mention that I used this tack cloth to clean off all of the dust from this piece and all of the chairs, to clean off the dust. And I think it really worked because this is how we started and this is how it looks. So I forgot to mention I did that yesterday. And yeah, now let's get ready to stain. So I want to tell you my thoughts so far on the teak oil stain and how everything looks. I definitely see a lot of like imperfections, not imperfections, like the parts where I didn't sand as well. Like right here, you can see it's definitely gonna be darker. The stain is not gonna be consistent, and you know what? I'm okay with that because it's alright. I'm not mad at it, you know. I don't mind that it looks lighter and darker in certain areas. I think it gives it more of a natural look, and maybe more of like a rustic look, more rustic than I would like, but also I'm okay with it being rustic. My husband called it a picnic table, and that's fine. We'll have a picnic table in our backyard. So I'm gonna finish staining the chairs off camera because I'm listening to a podcast, and yeah, I'm listening to Mel Robbins' podcast about stress, which any podcast about stress, I'm gonna listen to it because I've worked really hard this year to not be as stressed, and I think I've done a pretty good job. And I think the one thing that I have learned even before listening to that new podcast is you have to let go and let God. Truly. Before, I didn't understand what that meant. I was actually very confused. I don't know if any of you watch the Jersey Shore. I'm guilty. When Vinny got the tattoo that said let go and let God, and DJ Pauly D was making fun of him. Yeah, now I get it. I get it, Vinny. Let go and let God. So that's a Jersey Shore reference that my husband's gonna hate, but oh well, that's my early 20s for you. So here we are. So yeah, I'll see you once I'm done with all of the chairs. My air conditioning keeps going on, so anyway, bye. So after one coat of teak oil, this is what it looks like. It's still drying, and I believe it won't dry like this. Like it will, I'm not sure how it's gonna dry actually, so you'll have to stay tuned. But yeah, this is how it's looking like. And as I mentioned, you're able to see the differences in the wood tones due to my sanding skills. But I think it still looks great. I really like it. The perfectionist in me is leaving my body as we speak, because imagine having to sand this over. No, not happening. So after the teak oil is applied, you're supposed to let it cure for at least 24 hours. And since my husband and I were going away for the weekend and there was a chance of rain, we decided to move the dining set to our garage until we came back. When we came back, we took it outside, put it back in its place, and I felt so proud and happy of all the work that I did to bring this dining set back to life. And I'm glad that it turned out exactly what I imagined it to be in our space. You have to let me know what you think in the comments. All of the hard work definitely paid off. I feel like we have a low maintenance patio set that we can bring into the garage in the winter or even leave it outside covered, and it won't be as much work as the last one. And I feel like everything is more cohesive now and it works exactly how I imagine it for our family. Remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.